between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. Dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one. That is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now first down throw, Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Runs over him. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On the ready.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lance going to throw. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 50, 30. 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. On the ground with a tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Off of play action, here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Here we go. Right, 97. Check you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance being chased out left. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Striker, 3-3.
Now Lance again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses...
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Fields. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get
touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And room there to work it inside the 25. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They snap it to Fields. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Fields. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaiah Likely. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Niners convert 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On second down, there's the option going left. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
Okay, ready? Hey, cross field.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and throw the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's go.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And Lance now to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for our Cowboys. First down.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On first down, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To throw again on second down.
Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Lance. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Ready, ready.
Here's Lance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. Left side to Lamb.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
All eyes on Fields.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready?
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set. On the ball. On the ball. Check, huh?
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
That was an excellent cut from